Alright, this video is probably going to get undermined quite a lot. Obviously, the big news for today is the gameplay reveal for Jedi Knight Revan. If you haven't seen the video, click on the card in the top right-hand corner to see all the loveliness that Jedi Knight Revan's coming to the game, or all the terror if you're not getting him like myself. But there's also other news that's coming out today that you probably didn't hear of because of how important Jedi Knight Revan is, and that's going to be a brand new Sith ship coming to the game, piloted by the Sith Marauder, and it's called the B-28 Extinction-Class bomber. And kind of like what I talked about a few months ago, I think we're building towards some sort of Sith fleet, maybe a Sith capital ship, maybe the Ravager from Darth Nihilus, because look, we already have four Sith ships right here, and we might be getting more down the road. Who knows? But overall, we're getting somewhere, and this ship right here, really interesting. We got a new mechanic called concussion grenades, and we also have a taunt ability going on with the B-28 ship, and the reinforcement ability is pretty good. So what we're gonna do is just kind of look at this kit, and then we're gonna take it into fleet arena, mess around a little bit, and we're gonna call it a day. How does that sound, guys? Let's start looking at bombing run. You're gonna deal physical damage to all enemies, so an AoE ability, and you get to place concussion mines on them, and after one turn, these concussion mines explode. And what are concussion mines? Well, kind of gives me a little bit of a vibe, such as thermal detonators. You deal damage equal to 10% of the target's max health, and it dazes the target for 2 turns when it explodes, and this can't be dispelled, just like how we see thermal detonators recently. They can't get dispelled. So if you can pile these up onto the team, my goodness, this can cause a lot of problems. And getting dazed on top of that, I mean, 1 turn's a very short cooldown for concussion mines to go off. So this is gonna, if you can pile these up and use them properly, and maybe use them in the reinforcement ability, this can be a huge headache for the other team. Laser barrage, not as interesting of a basic, but it's got a little bit of a purpose. You deal physical damage to the target enemy, and on a critical hit, so very limited, the B-28 gains defense up for 2 turns. So you might want to have Darth Maul as a reinforcement so he can increase the critical chance of Sith, so he can get some more defense up. But the point of defense up ties into this ability. High value target. The first time another Sith ally takes damage, and anytime another Sith ally drops below 100% health, the B-28 gains taunt for 2 turns, and while taunting, the B-28 gains plus 25% critical avoidance, and it keeps going on. Whenever a Sith ally takes damage or evades an attack from an enemy, there's an 80% chance to place a concussion mine on that enemy, and the B-28 recovers 15% protection anytime a concussion mine explodes. So this defense up, the purpose is to allow the Sith to allow this ship to take a lot of damage, reduce the amount of damage taken on, and therefore take more attacks and soak up all that damage. With that critical avoidance and the high defense up, this ship should have some decent sustainability in battle. And then when it's losing all that protection because it's absorbing all the hits, when those concussion mines go off, we're recovering 15%. So if 5 concussion mines go off, that's a huge amount of protection being gained right there. And that's assuming you only have 1 concussion mine on each ship. And then this is kind of making me think a bit more. Bomber backup. Do you want to have this ship in the reinforcements? And we're going to test that out. But when you enter battle with this ability, you place 2 concussion mines on all enemies, which can't be evaded. Very important right there. And after 1 turn, these concussion mines explode. And while the B-28 is active, Sith allies recover 5% protection anytime a concussion mine explodes on an enemy. And it says the same thing. Concussion mines deal damage equal to 10%, yada, yada, yada. You get dazed. And here, these will explode after 2 turns, and they still can't be dispelled. So the reason why I'm wondering if we should put this in the reinforcement slot is mainly because of this, because you want to allow Sith allies the opportunity to recover protection. So if you have Darth Vader, Scimitar, and you have the Sith fighter, and then you have the B-28 bomber right here, maybe you want to have this in the backup so you can make sure you're constantly getting protection regen. He's going to get protection regen on his own, but you might want to also get that protection regen for the other members of the team. So overall, very interesting ship, and this is probably critical. If you want to run a Sith type of fleet, this ship is probably going to be critical, so you have a decent taunting tank that synergizes well with Sith and allows them many opportunities to stay in battle as long as possible. So we're going to take this into battle, and for this first battle, we're going to show the B-28 on offense, and we're going to also show it how it's doing when it's not in the reinforcement slot. And I'm still kind of up in the air on how I would like to have this ship be used, whether as a reinforcement or whether it's starting up. But as we see here, we already got some concussion mines already spread out there. So let's get a target lock over on Biggs. All right, and now we got, see, at least we have our taunt right here. Look, we're getting all these concussion mines everywhere. And I want to get this healing immunity over on Big so we can stop letting him get all this protection regeneration. Here we go. Now we're going to apply all these concussion mines and everyone slow it down so we can kind of see how lovely this looks. Here we go. And there we go. So not amazing damage, but for a tank, it's not horrible. And now we got, look at it, we have 2, 4, 6. So right there, we're getting a lot of protection once those babies go off. So you see right now, we have no protection over on our Sith bomber here, but we should be able to recover some once these go off. I mean, there we go. That goes one. Let's work over on this TIE Advance. There we go. These are basic. We got a critical hit, so we got some defense up. And see, the days got applied over on Darth Vader. He didn't get any bonus turn meter, any of that fun stuff. Let's call in our next Sith ship, Scimitar. There we go, beautiful. And this kind of works all right because now we can pass over Retribution over to the Sith bomber or the B-28 bomber. So it kind of works out. Kind of works out in the end, having maybe the B-28 being the starting lineup, and then you have Darth Maul kind of come in and hide everyone under stealth. Let's get rid of this guy. I mean, right now we're going up against a team that's it's still a popular team, maybe not the best, but it's definitely a good contender up there. It's one I use quite frequently, and with the full Sith lineup, we're not having that much problems. I mean, we'll go up against teams that have Bosk ship because Bosk is definitely the more complicated ship, but you kind of saw how some of the mechanics work. The bounty hunters are very, very good, and some people want to know, how does it do up against Bosk and whatnot, because Bosk can be a huge pain for people, especially if bounty hunters. There's this interesting lineup with Gar Saxon and Bosk and another bounty hunter ship such as Cad Bane. It could really cause a lot of problems for us. But let's see if we can maybe do some work. I'd like to be able to take out one of these ships before we get before that happens, before that taunt happens. So unfortunately, we're taking a pretty big beating right now. But let's try to pump up our health a little bit. Okay, we got some offense up. Let's do that. We're gonna move some turn. Let's see if we can maybe. Let's see what we want to do here. Let's just get some healing immunity. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. We got to get some concussion mines out there to finally see some work, because that breach is causing a lot of problems for us. We're going to sneak in the Scimitar. Let's sneak in the Scimitar. We're going to have him pass over the Retribution. All right, let's get some concussion grenades out there. All right, okay. We're still stuck behind. We're still stuck behind Bosk. You got to get around this guy. At least I was able to do health down on him. All right. Maybe a couple more big hits. Come on. We got to get rid of Bosk. Bosk is such an annoyance a lot of times. Oh, no. Don't lose our ship. And there goes the B-28. He wasn't able to survive long enough. So pretty much the rest of this battle is kind of pointless, because the whole point of this video is to talk about the B-28 bomber. But this is kind of causing some trouble. Now, by no means am I a super ship expert. But normally in the past videos, I haven't had too many problems taking out Bosk. So far, not liking how this is turning out. So we're gonna just kind of let this battle just kind of end the way it is. But let's try to put the B-28 on maybe on the reinforcement slot and see if maybe that'll improve our odds a little bit. So we're gonna try something a little bit different. We're gonna try to mix up a bit and have some more hard counters to Bosk. So we have the buff immunity from our Imperial TIE pilot here, and hopefully we can kind of control the situation a bit. Let's see if we can get maybe target lock over here. No target lock, unfortunately, but well, this will get a target lock. And hopefully we can kind of follow up and get buff immunity over on Bosk, so we can try to slow down all the taunts that he's going to pop up in battle. Let's remove some turn meter. Okay. Let's, not going to call anyone to assist on Bosk. Not going to help us out too much. Let's see if we can get target lock over there. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so he got the taunt up, unfortunately. I was hoping to get the buff immunity over on him, but let's do this. Now we're going to call in our bomber. We're going to play some we're going to play some concussion mines over onto the team so we can kind of see if that's going to help us out a bit. Cool. Now we're going to play some more. So when you have the reinforcement ability, you're going to follow up and even apply even more on top of Bosk and all the other guys. So here we go. Let's get buff immunity. Very cool. Too bad we didn't have it's too bad we didn't have any sort of buff removal to get rid of that taunt. Let's see if maybe we can. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Come on. Come on, at least, oh, come on, we got this. Let's, come on, finish him off. Oh, come on, let's remove that. All right, and that really helped. If you notice, those concussion mines really helped out to make sure we got through all that health. So there we go. Maybe if you're going up against Bosk, having the B-28 might be better to keep in the reinforcements, because we're able to apply those concussion mines, and then we were able to follow up and follow up and apply even more concussion mines on top of that. And that really helped us churn through 10% health per concussion mine really quickly. Now it's just a matter of winning the rest of the battle, but hopefully we should be able to still win here. We got a taunter right here. We got, oh, there goes one of our taunters. Well, here we go. We're going to call in the scimitar to try to back us up here. There we go. We're going to try to have him. There we go. We're going to try to have everyone go under stealth. But there we go. We got rid of the Gar Saxon, so I feel like we might be okay. Although we lost 2 ships right there. That was not good at all. There we go. We're getting concussion mines everywhere. Let's see. We'll start working on their TIE Advance. So I think we'll win. Once you get Bosk out of the way, it feels a lot better. But, all right. Come on. Come on. Stick with me, baby. Stick with me, baby. All right. We're going to get rid of, let's get rid of Cad Bane, actually. Let's get rid of Cad Bane. We're going to bring the B-28 back up the snuff. Very cool. Apply some more concussion mines. Beautiful. And I think we should be good. So we got 2 concussion mines. And unfortunately, I was hoping to see a bit more concussion mines be detonated so we can see all that protection being stacked up on Darth Vader and whatnot. Didn't get it here. So I thought I won that battle, but it looks like I didn't win that battle after all. Now, a few things I want to point out with some closing thoughts. When I do some ship videos, when I can win easily, like when I was doing all the bounty hunter testing, I was pretty much running through all these things. I was having a hard time stretching out the battle long enough so you could see a ship in its full potential. Here, I mean, I don't quite know if the B-28 has a purpose just yet. Maybe there's got to be some more Sith ships out there, but I don't think we have enough to take full potential of it. But I do like the concussion mines. Maybe there's some synergy outside of the whole Sith thing. He doesn't have to be technically with Sith, although it does help, so he taunts more often and whatnot and gets more concussion mines out there. But overall, I'm not seeing anything where I'm like, wow, this is so easy to win. I didn't feel that vibe. I kind of lost a couple battles. Despite making it look like it's going well, we still lost in the end, and that hasn't happened to me in a long time when recording a ship video. But you guys are ultimately the judge here. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of this ship? I mean, obviously not as hyped up as Jedi Knight Revenue. Again, you got to check out that video. That character is insane to the membrane, but overall, I don't think anything too impressive right here, although there are some cool characteristics of this ship. But thank you guys so much for watching, despite all the other great videos out there. Click that like button if you did enjoy, comment down below, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And until the next video.